I've recorded this video twice. The last time I recorded it, I finished it and I deleted it, so I'm pretty pissed. So I did get a topic from one of my friends who wanted to know how it is, how it feels to be black, Muslim and female. So I am going to talk, but I'm not going to generalise it on everyone, of course. This is my experience, this is my opinion, so therefore if you do not feel, if you're black, Muslim, female and you don't feel this way, like, that's cool, because we ain't the same person, we don't go through the same things, so that's alright. I can just give you my experience and give you my overall sort of path of how I've dealt with the, you know, the bad side and what I feel now towards how I felt back then, because I can't say being black is the best thing ever, because I don't know what it feels like to be white. I don't know what it feels like to be Asian. I don't know what it feels like to be this colour. I don't know what it feels like to be anything other than being myself. So therefore I will start off with telling you just like a tad bit of experience that I've had, the negative side. One guy, one day I was wearing an abaya, in my language it's called a baibui, long black gown that you see many Muslims wear. I was wearing that and this one car decided to stop in front of me while waiting for the bus to go somewhere and shout out a few, you know, nasty comments regarding what I was wearing. They didn't like it, I didn't give a damn what they said, but the female beside him who thought she had the audacity to say something negative, she was like, yeah, but why you have to wear that, that's just disgusting. Wait, hold it. I didn't say nothing, so therefore why you gotta say something about me? But alhamdulillah, God kept my mouth shut, I didn't say nothing, they drove off. But these are the little things that you would get, and I do get, which is sad, but it's sort of become a norm that I just leave it behind, and I think these people are not educated, they need, you know, to be educated. I remember in high school I went after school, two best friends, went to a takeaway, and the guy behind the counter sort of was being a little rude, so he mentioned that because my two friends were lighter, that they could be his daughters and they could go to paradise, and the fact that I was darker, I wasn't even going to go to paradise, I was going to go to hell. And for me as a young girl growing up, and for someone to say something so harsh like that, it literally like buried me alive. I remember telling my parents, and yo, my dad has always been this big muscular guy. When he found out, he wanted to go to that shop and knock out that guy, but alhamdulillah, 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 the shop was closed, never happened, and that guy lived. These are things that have happened, and it's disgraceful to know that some people have the mindset to even say something negative towards another person's lifestyle, another person's race, another person's belief. It is just something that is not necessary. I'm not going to go out there and discriminate or say something negative about someone, because that's their life. You don't know how it feels to be that. Like, some people don't want to wake up because of the amount of nasty stuff that people have said about them, because of what they can't change. They were born that way, or they were raised, or they believe in something so bad that it becomes their lifestyle. I used to have dreadlocks, and I remember coming to Leeds, moving into Leeds and being, you know, open to communities and finding out that dreadlocks weren't really a cool thing for females to have or whatnot. I looked like a boy. These things, now looking back at it, I just feel like, why do people have such negative views? Why do people have to input their views onto another person and make them think that what they're doing or what they believe in is wrong? Like, can't we just live a life where we accept everyone as they are? Because we're all going through this journey. As a Muslim, I'm here to worship God alone, and work, you know, follow his commands. I'm not going to sort of force my stuff on a person who doesn't believe that, because it's my journey and that's their journey. Being black, I could not. I don't want to change. I mean, if I could, I would not, because this is all I've lived to know, and I'm happy I'm glad to be in the black community. So as if you were white, you should be glad to be in the white community. If you're brown, if you're white, if you're blue, whatever colour you are, you should be proud to represent that colour. And whatever faith you are, I think you should embrace it and learn the positive side, and obviously show the positive stuff out there. I don't want people to generalise all blacks as, you know, my characteristics, like, oh, all black people are like that, all Muslims are like that. No, because obviously in the world that we have terrorism, no Muslims are terrorists. I don't go along with trends, because I'm a person who believes that every time you follow a trend, you've got to keep up with this thing, and the fact that you won't be able to fit into every trend that comes, you're gonna sit there and feel down and feel like you're less than what social media is portraying. No, you are perfect the way you are. I think trends should be there to sort of, you know, uplift a few things. Wherever you are out there, embrace what you have and feel powerful. Like, for me personally, I couldn't choose to be any different than what I am now, because the experience that I've had have built me to you know, to the person that I am today. I feel strong, I feel loved, I feel accepted, only because I have accepted myself. I've accepted to be happy the way I am. I've accepted that God does create differences, but we unite because we come from one. Like I said in my last video, it's just more about sharing experiences and saying, hey, listen, just because you don't agree with how I look or what I believe in does not mean that I'm not right. If you have any questions, any queries, any other videos that you want for me to do, then obviously DM me, comment down description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next video.